Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cornbelters Baseball. We had a little bit of technical difficulties with our home team stream, so we have now kicked it over to YouTube. The Rex did score 2 in the top half of the second. We're getting the information about how that happened. We're now here in the bottom of the
2 RBI
second.
single from Nate Millington. How about that?
We'll just go with that. Nice summarization, Alex. 2-0 count to Parker Heastan. He bats here with no outs here in the bottom of the second. The next pitch from Uribe misses away.
Looks like we have a change in our lineup today. Parker Heastand hitting 8th. Dylan Cody will hit in the 9 spot.
Next pitch is in there for a strike. Uribe paints a fastball on the outside part of the plate. And he now has 2 strikes on Heastand. Heastand gonna have to battle now. Uribe nods, he's got his sign. Here's the next pitch. Fouled off to the right side. It'll hit the netting right above Dylan Cody. Look out over there.
Heastand has played in the last 3 games before Clinton. Before that, he just started 1 of 13. So he's been more of a feature since Veracruz headed back to West Lafayette.
Big swing and a miss from Heastand. Kind of an ugly swing. It was up near his head. He decided to swing. He will not make contact. Uribe collects another strikeout. Next up is going to be Dylan Cody. Cody in center field. He was the main center field at the start of the year. Went through a little bit of a tough stretch, and now is back in the lineup as the first pitch to him is a fastball high and away for a strike. It's been a really good story for him. It was very exciting coming in. Kind of faded a little bit, but now gets another starting job. The next pitch from Uribe misses low, an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, Braden, dating back to the start of July, he's 3 for his last 38.
Uribe deals the next pitch. It's a good one, but it does miss. Great spot from him. They might have wanted to check him, but they will not get a check swing. It was a little bit of a weird play. 1-1. Here's the next pitch from Uribe. Just missed outside. Great pitch from Uribe. Right outside of the zone. Couldn't prop the swing from Cody, and that will be another ball. The 3-1. Fastball in the zone, and we've been brought now to full.
Good disciplined at-bat from Dylan Cody. If he can work a walk and get on base, his speed is well told on the base paths.
The 3-2 pitch. Misses low. So Cody will walk to first, and as you know, Alex, he's always a threat to run with 1 out. Would not be surprised to see him running. So Cody gets a walk in his first at bat. It'll now bring up Gavin Michaels. Gavin Michaels steps in. He singled back in the first. Foul off to the backstop.
Braden, for all the difficulties we've had today, home team network going down, et cetera, brilliant rainbow out in the sky here at the Corn Crib. Maybe a sign of better things ahead.
I sure hope so. Big swing from Michaels. Some lineup changes too. Heastand batted in the place where Worthman was. Then Cody came up normally. And now Michaels batting in the 9th spot for Heastand, I guess?
I believe Cody and Heastand just switched.
They just switched?
Heastand was the 8 hitter, Cody the 9.
I see. Okay.
Part of the hiccups when you don't have your normal manager.
We also, trying to figure out the stream. Just kind of went over my head. 1-1 count for Michaels. Cody shuffles his feet. He's off on the pitch. Hit in the air to right. He's going to have to go back. It sends Bergen back. He'll make the catch routine and right. And Cody makes it back easily. And that'll be the second out. Tough stuff for Michaels. He gave it a ride, but right in front of the warning track, Bergen made the catch and right.
Dylan Cody, though, quick feet, making Uribe think about him, and then as soon as he goes home, he takes off. Unfortunate to not get a stolen base as the ball was put in play, but he earned it.
And that'll now bring up Tyler Thompson. Thompson walked in his first at bat. He'll hit with Cody over there at first. He tried to steal once. We'll see if he tries again. Uribe's got a nice move. He's got to be aware of ground ball. Chopped over to second. Mendoza grabs it, flips it underhand over to Diaz. And that will be the third out. Uribe gets out of it, puts up a big 0 for the Rex after scoring 2 on offense. The offense will come back up here in the third, looking for more. Your score, 2-2. Thank you for listening. Welcome back to the Corn Crib here in Norma, Illinois. 2-2 game. Fearday will step back on the mound. Batting is going to be Gabe Wright. Gabe Wright ready to get us started here in the top of the third. Here's the first pitch from Fearday. Off-speed misses low for ball 1.
Wright went down looking in the first frame, still adjusting back to the Prospect League. His 4th summer as a Rex, but making just his 3rd game of the season.
Rain's starting to come down here at the Corn Crib. It's kind of a weird rain, though, because there's not a whole lot of cloud cover. Very nice scene here, though, as the rainbow has gone all the way over to the left side, and you can see the end on the other end right just behind the Corn Crib scoreboard in right field. Ground ball over to the left side. It'll be foul. Remains an 0-2 count.
Fearday giving up the run, but in mostly control over this Rex lineup.
Despite Fearday being really quick on the mound, a lot of stoppage time early in this one. And maybe a missed sign, as now they're going to go talk about it. So Gabe Wright's going to walk over to his third base coach and talk to him about something, and now the third base coach is going to talk to the umpire about something. So a very interesting situation here. I have no clue what to make of it, really, but That'll spark the catcher Heineman to go talk to Fearday while that conversation is taking place at home.
Yeah, Tony Rosselli clearly unhappy with the home plate umpire about something. The ironic thing is, Braden, Gabe Wright, a week ago would have been a part of this conversation as a member of the coaching staff for the Rex. Now he's up to bat, having transitioned from player to coach to player, excuse me.
The coach will pass on the information now to Wright. And I guess we've got it all situated as he will now step back into the box. It's an 0-2 count. Fearday, one strike away from sitting him down. He'll step in. We're ready for baseball once again. Here's the 0-2 from Fearday. Slider in the zone, inside part of the plate for strike 3. Fearday wastes no time after the stoppage. He'll get a strikeout, and that'll be how this one starts.
And that's exactly what we talked about in the bottom of the first, when Tyler Thompson tossed away his bat. When you argue with the umpire, don't take a potential strike 3 looking. He's more than happy to ring you up. He does so there.
So Wright will go down looking on an inside slider. Great pitch from Fearday. He'll now face Nazir Bergen, who swings at the first pitch in the turf for strike 1. So Fearday immediately ahead in this one. Bergen, a big lefty, batting .353. Next pitch, same spot, but Bergen this time did not decide to swing at it wisely, and it will now be 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fearday's 1-1. Scorched into the air in center. Cody drifting back. He's got a read on it. Now moving to the left, and he will make the catch. That'll be the second out.
Ends up being a fairly routine play for Dylan Cody, Braden, but 105 miles an hour off the bat. Bergen just a tad under that one. Otherwise, that one could be all the way on Main Street.
With the exit angle at around 45 degrees. That ball was scorched, but scorched straight up into the air. Cody originally had a read on it in center field, right straight up, but then had to move to his left. Ground ball over to the left, and that'll get through for a base hit. So Diaz extends the inning. He'll stand at first.
It's tough to get Wally Diaz out twice in a row. Fearday able to solve him in the first inning. Not so here.
Joseph Gutierrez will now step in. Gutierrez probably had just stepped in the on-deck circle when Diaz singled into left field, so you have to step in now right away to try and advance Diaz over to second with a hit. First pitch from Fearday misses low. 1-0. Fearday getting up there in pitches. We've seen a lot of full counts. Diaz. Short lead at first. Fearday's next pitch is a fastball in the zone. 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'd like to think that Diaz is probably not the biggest threat to run, but with as big of a 5-tool player as he is, probably is a threat to run with a good jump. Maybe reminds me a little bit of Josh Naylor. 2-1 count for Fearday. Next pitch, fastball. Just misses. Fearday thought he had him. Now 3-1.
Gutierrez looking to continue a 4-game hit streak.
3-1. Goes with the slider. Right in the same spot that got Wright to open the inning. And he'll move the count to full. 1 pitch away from getting out of it.
Gutierrez started to toss his bat. That one closer to the center of the plate than it was up to a ball.
Diaz running on the pitch, but it will be swung on and missed from Gutierrez, and that will be how this one ends. He opens with a strikeout. He ends with a strikeout. Fearday, respectable day so far. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Thank you for listening to Prospect League Baseball on the Normal Cornbelters YouTube. New pitcher in for the Cornbelters is going to be Brady Banker. Comes into this game with 3 innings pitched, 1 appearance, those 3 innings. Leading it off for the Rex is going to be number 10, Ren Harper. Harper will dig in to face the new pitcher, Banker, sorry. First pitch from him, misses low and away. Banker got a little bit of a unique delivery. Throws the baseball, and his leg goes way up after the release of the baseball. He'll start to Harper behind 1-0. Next pitch, fastball just misses away. 2-0 now. Not a whole lot of fans here at the Corn Crib for this one. Obviously a very hot day. No wind. Some may call it miserably hot here at the Corn Crib. 3-0 count as that one from Banker misses away as well. So all of the pitches have missed on the opposite of arm side. So maybe yanking it a little bit. 3-0 count. Harper, probably dead take. Here's the pitch. This time he finds his zone. A fastball from Banker right down the middle for strike 1. 3-1. Banker comes set. Working from the stretch. Next pitch. That one misses down and away for ball 4. So Harper will take first to open up this top half of the 4th.
Banker in his 3rd summer as a Belter. This is a guy that Billy Du Bois trusts. So even with the leadoff walk, we've seen Billy Du Bois isn't even the manager today, obviously serving a suspension, but Jackson Blumler right along there with him. It's not a guy that we've seen Cornbelters make a move after 1 walk or after a few bad pitches. This is a guy they'll almost assuredly trust to ride things out.
First pitch from Banker near the toes of Carpenter in the right-handed batter's box, but does not quite catch the cleat. So that'll be ball 1. Fearday finished with 60 pitches, I believe. What a move by Banker. Lifts his leg, looks home, and then fires it over to first. And he has Harper picked off. So that'll be a big first out. They eliminate the walk pretty much. So it'll be bases wide open now with 1 out.
If you're going to walk a guy, help yourself. I mean, what a move by the left-hander. Takes Harper off the base pass as quickly as he put him there.
Next pitch, way early on it, was Carpenter. Big swing and miss from him, evens the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Banker. That time it bounced in. Now 2-1. So far in this one, through 3, Cornbelters have 4 runs on 8 hits. And the Rex, 2 runs on 4 hits. 1 error. 0 errors for the Cornbelters so far. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Ripped into left. That's going to be a base hit. Thompson, good job hustling over there to cut it off before it got by him and maybe allowed extra bases for Carpenter. Carpenter will stop at first with a single.
Ren Harper's kicking himself in the dugout that he was taken off the base paths. An interesting quirk today. Nate Millington, as he digs into the box, wearing different colored socks than the rest of the Rex. Millington sporting like a baby blue shade, whereas the rest more royal socks.
That's excellent analysis, Alex. And the
Oh
same
my
move
goodness.
that gets Harper now has Carpenter, and he will be picked off. And I got to say, if we did that at, we'll just say anywhere. If you do that anywhere, yeah, and he's going to get something said to him by the coach. If you're standing in the on-deck circle and you're watching the pitcher, if you're paying attention and like actually applying yourself to the game, you should see Harper get picked off at first with that exact move and know that Banker has that in his arsenal. The exact same move that gets Harper gets Carpenter just an at-bat later. And now there's 2 outs after the Rex had runners on first twice.
What's the saying? Fool me once, shame on you. It's a
Yeah.
J. Cole lyric. Maybe not a saying. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Brady Banker, exact same move.
That one just missed outside. A nice pitch from Banker, missed away. That is correct. That is what J. Cole said. That derives from probably the longer standing saying of fool me once, shame on you, and then fool me twice, shame on me. I think is the more known version of that.
There
But
you
obviously our generation probably knows J. Cole a little bit more than that. So
But it's not as if on a left-hander you see sometimes a multitude of moves where it's a step off the back or a
Correct.
pick the leg up, go to first. That was the exact same carbon copy move on the first pitch both times.
same cadence, same head checks too. He looked home and then fired it right back to first. So, man, you just got to know that, especially sitting on deck, watching your teammate do something, you going up and doing that. There's just no excuse for it. It's a 3-1 count now to the batter, Nate Millington. Banker, despite walking the first batter and allowing a single, has no runners on and no runs. Ripped over to left. This is going to get on. Alex.
I mean, the Rex have to be kicking themselves. Brady Banker has yet to get out a batter, and he has 2 away.
I was going to say,
They could easily have
Could
the
we
bases
maybe-
loaded with no one out.
I mean, if you're Banker, why wouldn't you try that move again? Or if I'm Banker, you know what I'm doing? I'm probably attempting that move and then doing a different one.
If Nate Millington gets picked off in the same fashion, Nate Millington is no more than half a step off the back. If he goes down in the same fashion, I think that Tony Rosselli may burn the dugout down over on the Rex side. He got picked off!
3 straight of the same move get all 3 Rex runners that get on. I have never seen that before. That is incredible. That's honestly hilarious, Alex. That's laughable. I can't believe it.
So Nate Millington is signaling to our field umpire, TJ Cunningham, that it's a balk. And that
Are you serious?
That has to be the only possible
No,
explanation.
it is not
that
a
Banker is moving his leg behind, and that's why they're extending their secondary. Otherwise, I mean, my goodness, 3 straight Rex hitters get on base and then get picked off by the exact same move on the first pitch to the next batter.
That's actually unbelievable. That's got, like, are we not watching the game, fellas? Are we not watching what's going on and being like, hey, maybe I should not do that? Like, that's crazy. He wasn't even that far off the bag either. He was literally maybe
He was one step,
and
Baker
then he
took his leg up, he took
imme-
another step, and he got picked off. I mean, my
That's
goodness.
incredible. I've never seen that before. So just to go back, we could keep it here if we want to. Ren Harper was on a walk, gets picked off. Banker lifts his leg, looks at first, looks back home, and before stepping down, throws it to first. He gets Harper picked off. Very next batter, Bryson Carpenter, singles. He's on first. You'd think, hey, probably, he's got to move now. Same exact thing from Banker. Lifts his leg, looks to first, looks home, throws it over to first. Gets him, picked off. Then you think, okay, there's no way that this could happen again. You see Millington single to left. The first, not even a pitch. How many pitches did he throw? I'm very curious.
He probably threw 8 to 10 pitches, but he didn't retire a batter. All 3, he walked a guy and gave up 2 singles and got out of the inning.
That's
1,
incredible.
2, 3.
I've never seen that before.
I'm not sure you'll ever see it again. That is unbelievable. If the next batter of the top of the 5th gets picked off, Braden, I may go down there myself and give them a talking to. My goodness.
At any level that I've played, all of my head coaches I've ever had in my life would have probably unglued after the second batter, let alone the third batter. I think they might have just gone home after that. Like, that's insane. Gavin Michaels will step in. He was the leadoff man to start this one. He steps in. Ground ball over to third. It gets away from the third baseman, Harper. And that is going to be a big error as Michaels is now on immediately to start this bottom half of the 4th.
And I know you don't get an error for being picked off, but that's 4 mistakes in a row for the Rex. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot. Not an easy play for the third baseman, Harper. I'm sure the Cornbelters will want Michaels to get a hit, but well in front of him, almost right at him. It eats him up, and Gavin Michaels gets on base.
Thompson will step in now. He has Michaels over there at first. Uribe still remains in the game for the Rex. On the run is Michaels. He'll be safe at second. The throw will go to first. That'll be a nice, easy toss for Brinkley, the shortstop for the Rex. It will get Thompson at first, but with Michaels running on the pitch, he will be safe at second. The Cornbelters will have a runner on second here with one out.
Still not sure if they gave an error or a hit to Michaels in the official scorebook, but regardless, Michaels executing a pretty good hit and run. Could have been a double play ball to Brinkley, but he was moving.
In my opinion, there's no reason for that to be a hit because it bounced 3 times before it got to the glove of Harper. But we've seen and that is a beautiful bunt from Vogley. It'll be fielded, and he's going to slip. The pitcher, Uribe, had to run and get it. He called off the catcher, Gutierrez. He fielded it and then slipped. So Vogley will be safe at first. I think it would have been safe anyway. That was a beautifully executed bunt by him. So it'll be runners at the corners now for Jackson Stanek, Stan the man.
When your 3-hitter can lay a bunt down just like that, that opens up so many avenues. This is a guy that I would be shocked to see square around, though. The 4-hitter, Jackson Stanek, he can open this game up with one swing of the bat.
Diaz holding on the runner at first. Nobody holding on the runner at third for the Cornbelters. First and third, Jackson Stanek. Runner on the go from first. There will be no throw. And he's going to get second easily. Literally walks into second at the end of there was Vogley. So it'll be second and third now for the Cornbelters.
His second stolen base of the night.
Oh, and they might have called a balk. I believe they did. I was going to say the umpire made a motion and Vogley stopped running, so I assumed there was a balk, but then the runner from third, Michaels, did not go right away, stood at third, so I was like, oh, maybe not. But indeed, that was correct. It'll be a balk on Uribe. The Cornbelters will catch a break and get a run, and they still have a runner in scoring position. Big jump from Vogley. This will be towered into the air. Brinkley under it. It'll be routine for him. He'll make the catch. That'll be the second out.
I think if Uribe doesn't give one more check back, Ben Vogley's trying to steal third base. Started to go nearly. Uribe looked back. He had to revert, but my goodness, chaos on the base paths in this last inning of work.
Some jokes write themselves, Alex. Crazy game already so far. On the field and obviously off the field up here in the press box booth. Nolan McCrossan will step in, the righty, to face Uribe. Jumping over at second as well. He's going to go. Here's the pitch. It's low for a ball. The slide into third, and he's going to be called safe. Might have been a break for the Cornbelters, as I think Vogley didn't quite get there in time to third, but now he's shaken up.
Vogley's stepping off. He called time, shaking his hands out. Braden, in my opinion, if a guy slides head first and his hand hurts, that probably means the guy tagged him on his hand. That's
kind of what I was inferring. Vogley slid really early, practically floated into third, and then was tagged on the hand, obviously. That's what hurt him. It wasn't the base. But he's still going to be ruled safe at third. So a stolen base for Vogley, nonetheless. And now Noel McCrossan, with just one hit, can score him. It's a 1-0 count. That first pitch missed. Here's the second pitch from Uribe. It's a fastball up and away for a ball. Now 2-0. So McCrossan in a hitter's count with 2 bases open.
Ben Vogley, 2 stolen bags tonight, puts him into 5th place in the Prospect League with 22 stolen bags.
Next pitch, tries to power a fastball in, but he bounces it in there instead. It's now 3-0, so I think maybe with the hitter Max Heineman, maybe they elect to face him as opposed to McCrossan. Here's the 3-0. Right down the middle for strike one. It'll be 3-1 now. Uribe finds the strike zone on that pitch. Some action down there in the Rex bullpen, but kind of just a lot of nothing right now. Nobody looks to be doing anything with the intent of coming into the game yet. Ground ball over to Diaz. He picks it with one hand, and he will step on the bag. So that will end this inning. Cornbelters score again. It's the third time they've scored in 4 innings. They scored 2 in the first, 2 in the third, and 1 here in the fourth. We'll go to the top of the fifth. Your score, 5-2 Belters. So the Rex, with Banker back out on the mound, have a little bit of a meeting before anyone comes out of dugout. Everybody was a part of it. I have to assume why. I mean,
Tony Rosselli had his leg up, motioning to first. I have to assume that after 3 straight guys were picked off first base, the message, hopefully, if you're a Rex fan, has now been hammered home. If you're the Rex, though, you've yet to be out in the batter's box against Brady Banker. You're not upset to see the lineup turn over and face him here in the 5th.
First pitch from Banker is fouled off to the left side by number 4, Gio Mendoza. The lefty will start off this top half of the 5th inning. For those of you who have joined us from home team and been listening the whole time, we cannot thank you enough. We apologize for all the changes and all the technical difficulties. It's been a crazy day, to say the least. 1-1 count. Banker, the lefty, comes set. Next pitch. Ripped over to right, and that's going to be a base hit. Alex, you can feel the tension building.
Oh, man.
With Banker.
You can almost assure that Brady Banker will pick off on the first pitch. If Gio Mendoza, an all-star, a guy who had a 15-game hit streak during this season, a veteran of the Prospect League, if he gets picked off at first base, Brady Banker might have the best pickoff move in the history of baseball.
There's no way he does it on the first pitch. He will. And it was kind of close.
Mendoza started to go. He's picked off on the first pitch every single time.
Coach at third base is absolutely livid.
4 batters in a row.
Next pitch. Misses away. Ball 1. Now, if I'm Banker, and I know that he almost went, even when it was that obvious, I think I'm maybe throwing one more pitch and then trying again.
See if he checks over. I mean,
might whip out a different move. Goes to the plate once again. A fastball misses high at 2-0. Now I'm definitely throwing over 2-0.
I don't think that the Rex will steal a base tonight against Brady Banker because how could you take any room, even if they ended up with first and second, Brady, and I would hold on the guy at first.
Back immediately, and it looks like finally somebody from the Rex side has learned their lesson. Goes back right away. Obviously, in order to prevent a balk from happening, the lift of the leg has to look a little bit different than the normal motion. I think that's what was laid out by the third base coach over there. That time kind of just threw it over there. Different looking move somewhat.
It's good. You show him the worst of the two moves, so then you can go back to the good one.
There you go. We'll see if he goes back to it. Probably not in this at bat. He's already gone over 3 times. 2-0 count. Next pitch, fastball, back pick. Not in time. They're really trying to get him over there.
Mendoza was standing on the base when Brady Banker threw that pitch. That is the level of fear that Brady Banker has dialed into these Rex base runners.
2-1 count. It popped up. It's going to be playable. In shallow right field, it'll be caught by Addison Worthman out there. And as you said, once again, the second Banker lifted his leg. Mendoza rushed to first.
It's like he's tagging up. It's almost as if he has to touch first before he can advance. First batter, Brady Banker retires. A good at-bat in the mind of Banker, getting Brinkley to fly out to right field.
Next up is going to be Gabe Wright. He struck out twice tonight.
Both looking.
Both looking. Banker. That is the first batter he has put away tonight. Goes with the fastball. Just misses. Banker's kind of got an interesting demeanor about him, I will say. He's very quick. I'm trying to think. He doesn't have a lot of flow when he pitches or when he's walking or anything. He's kind of really choppy and explosive. As the hat flies off on that one. And it'll now be 2-0 as that one bounced in.
Second half edition for the Cornbelters.
Lefty Banker. Down 2-0. It's the batter Wright. That time tried to pick again. Maybe a little bit too obvious. 2-0 count. Same as last time. Maybe trying to do that again.
Even if Brady Banker doesn't pick off another Rex base runner, Braden, he's accomplished exactly what the intent of the pickoff move is. He's completely eliminating a secondary lead.
The fastball misses high. 3-0. And we'll see if someone starts. See the pitching coach from the Cornbelters looking back. Maybe signaling for someone to start moving around down there.
On the flip side, he does need to try and get a hitter.
Next pitch. A little bit low, so a 4-pitch walk. And now it'll be first and second. 1 out still. It's going to be Nazir Bergen. And he'll be the lefty to face the lefty Banker. And a little bit more action now in the Cornbelter bullpen. More people coming out there, and with the pitching coach coming out, probably nearing the end of Banker's tenure. Regardless, I would say, of what happens. It was a fun one.
No doubt about it. Ryan Willard will cross the white line and go talk to his pitcher, try and just settle him in. Also, dual effect, giving the bullpen a little bit more time to get loose. No one up and throwing quite yet, but Brady Banker has faced 6 batters now, Braden, and he's gotten just one of them out. So in most scenarios where you read that stat line, the Rex have put up, 3 runs at least on the board? Nothing. Now, runners at first and second with 1 away, but Brady Banker can feel comfortable about where he's at so far in the outing, provided he can get out of this top of the 5th inning.
The umpire from home plate will walk out there and tell them, hey, we got to break this up. And that'll cause the Cornbelter pitching coach to walk back to the dugout.
Ryan Willard leaves the field with a smile. I'm sure that mound visit was a little bit more upbeat, maybe a little more, man, can you believe he picked off 3 guys in a row?
I was going to say.
And get him back in the groove versus technical things hammered down his.
Banker comes set, looks at second. He's off with a pitch. Hit in the air to right. This one's hit well. Cody is back. It's going to be playable for him. He'll make the catch. The runner stole from second, but he'll slide back in safely. And if he can't steal from first, got to at least try from second. And he looked, maybe that's the weakness for Baker. He can go to first, but maybe second is a different story.
First base runner to reach second base. Gio Mendoza takes off on the first pitch, and you're right, Braden. He was absolutely safe if that ball hadn't been hit into the field of play. But Dylan Cody tried to rifle it back, double him off, able to slide back in safely.
And that is going to bring up Wally Diaz, the man of the hour. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. 3-run Cornbelters lead 5-2. Here's the pitch. Back pick, and that'll go into right, but it's got a glove on it from McCrossan. And that will save a run. Great job from McCrossan over there at first to jump up and at least get some webbing on it, allowing the Rex to only advance 1 base. It'll be second and third now for the big man Diaz. And it'll start 1-0 immediately behind Diaz. We'll see how Banker faces him. Here's the next pitch. Goes in on him. A great swing from Diaz, but it'll be fouled off right behind him. 1-1 now.
This feels like a big spot in the ball game, doesn't it, Braden? They have a base open. I think that the Cornbelters have to at least consider working around Wally Diaz, such a dangerous hitter, and he can pull this game to win one with a single to the outfield.
Here's the 1-1. Big swing and miss. Great pitch from Banker. Pulls the string with the changeup. And Wally Diaz was way ahead of it. And he's now down to his last strike in this at-bat and potentially the inning. 1-2 count. Banker searching for that put-away pitch against Diaz. Banker will step off and step back on immediately. Have to be mindful of that. Here's the 1-2 to Diaz. Fastball misses away. Banker kicking himself a little bit. Maybe missed this spot. 2-2 count. Despite the 3-run deficit, both teams very close in hits. 10 for the Cornbelters, 7 for the Rex. Here's the next pitch. Got him swinging. That's a big strikeout for Banker. Diaz down on strikes. The Rex will leave 2 on base.
The Rex believe there's only 2 outs. There's certainly 3. Brinkley flew out, Bergen flew out, and that was a strikeout. That's 3 outs. The umpires are going to get together and talk about it as both runners ran in to score.
That was very quick. By my count,
clearly 3 outs.
Yeah, you had three outs
Clearly
too, right?
3 outs.
I had it written down.
Mendoza reached first. There was a few pickoff attempts. Brinkley flew out to the right fielder Worthman. He came in on the ball. He walked Gabe Wright. Nas Bergen hit a pop fly into deep center field. They're going to check with the PA room. We'll do our best to signal, but clearly 3 outs. I may go run down there quickly.
Okay. We're going to go back. There's very clearly 3 outs. We'll see. Umpires are calling for the scorebook. Very clearly 3 outs. Yeah. Man, I just got to say, maybe a lack of awareness from the Rex on the base paths. They get picked off 3 times in a row, and now they don't know how many outs there are. So I was just saying, the Rex unawareness on the base paths carries into that one, not knowing how many outs there are. But I don't know. It's just kind of been a crazy game. All kinds of stuff. I've seen everything tonight.
The coaches were waving them around. It was certainly 3 outs.
So everybody thought there was 2. Oh, my goodness. All right. Very clearly 3 outs, and the umpires will look at the scorebook. We'll let you know if there's any crazy change, but as of right now, we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back in just a moment.
Back in normal for the bottom of the 5th inning. Cornbelters lead over the Rex 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Max Heineman, the first hitter of the 5th inning for the Belters, digs into the right-hand side. Carlos Uribe is still out there for his 5th inning of work for the Rex. Uribe working from the 3rd base side of the rubber. Left-hander's first offer. Misses away with the fastball. A crazy end to the top of the 5th. The Rex, unaware that there was 3 outs, rifled in 2 to score after the inning over. 1-0. Lined well into center field. Wright has a play on it. It'll bounce in front of him and go over his head. Heineman rounds first, heading for second. Ball all the way to the wall. Wright hits his cutoff man as Heineman goes to third. He'll slide in, no throw to third. A lead-off triple for Max Heineman. Heineman had no extra base hits at home entering today. The Rex appeal over to first, checking if Heineman stepped on the bag. He did indeed. Already leading 5-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. The Belters will have a runner on third with no one away. Addison Worthman, the right fielder, digs into the right-hand box. Rex defense playing straight up. Second baseman Mendoza a little closer to the bag. An attempt over to first. Another appeal. Again ruled safe. Uribe picked off as if there was a runner on first. Nothing doing. Now time is called from our field umpire, TJ Cunningham. He'll call Ethan Watkins over to talk about it. Craziness here in normal today. We've seen 3 consecutive pickoff attempts successful over at first base on the Belters side. Then to end the last inning, the Rex got it, and now it'll be considered a balk. An improper appeal brings in Max Heineman. He hits a triple. An improper appeal results in a balk. The second Belters run in on a balk. And the Cornbelters lead 6-2 over the Rex. Uribe unhappy, Wally Diaz unhappy, and the Belters add another one. A leadoff triple from Max Heineman, and then an improper appeal from Carlos Uribe ruled a balk, scores Heineman. So before Addison Worthman sees a pitch here in the 5th inning, the Belters add on to their lead.
For those of you in the ballpark that maybe aren't 100% like fully into baseball and understand the rule book, you're having a very hard time keeping up with this game. All kinds of stuff happening.
First pitch to Worthman. Swing. This one's lined into center field. Right, looking to keep this one in front of him. He does with a backhand. He'll keep Addison Worthman at first base. Took a better route to that ball than he did a pitch before to Max Heineman where it got over his head. Belters, having already scored in the inning, have another base runner on.
Yeah, all the rules that you have to explain to your friends, and it's very kind of hard for them to understand. Every single one of those has happened in this game. Lots of stuff going on, lots of moving parts. Hard to keep up with, and just everything has been going on.
Parker Heastand into the right side. First pitch to him. He squares to bunt, lays it right down just in front of home plate. Throw goes to second in time. Sacrifice bunt doesn't work how they drew it up. The throw back to Uribe kicks away from him, but Heastand in no position to go anywhere. Heastand bunted trying to move Worthman from first to second. It didn't go anywhere, just straight down in front of home plate. Gutierrez picked it up, rifled it to second in time.
It was a nice bunt, probably just not enough oomph on it that he hoped he would have gotten, maybe to the left or right side. Probably to the left side with the runner on first, but Worthman, I'm curious to see if there was a replay if he was running on the pitch or ran after he had seen it down. It looked like he kind of got a bad jump.
Lefty checks on Heastand at first. Now comes to Dylan Cody at home. Fly on the right-hand side. It'll get all the way into the seats. 1 out, runner on first. Cornbelters now lead 6-2 over the Terre Haute Rex here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Craziness tonight in normal. You mentioned it, Braden. Every rule that takes a little explanation seems to have been evoked. Uribe a peek over at first base. Now the 0-1. Misses head high with the fastball. It's a type of game, Braden, that had Billy Du Bois been in the dugout for this one, potentially he would have had made his mind known, certainly on a few of these calls. Uribe, the 1-1 pitch. Called strike on the top half of the zone.
Off topic, but some action over there in the Rex bullpen. The lefty getting warm.
Dylan Cody walked and grounded out in his 2 trips to the plate. It's a third at bat here in the 5th inning. Uribe a few checks on Heastan, the 1-2. Misses away with a 4-seam fastball. Count goes even to 2-2. Wind not much of a factor tonight at the Corn Crib. American flag rests around the pole out in right center. One away, runner on first. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dylan Cody goes down on strikes.
It was a really nice pitch from Uribe. Excellent stuff. I mean, you have the 6 runs, but you got to give it to him. He's been in here for the long haul for the Rex. He's out there now here trying to get his 5th inning of work.
Lineup turns over for a 4th time in just 5 innings. Gavin Michaels, the second baseman, digs back into the right-hand batter's box. E85 as his walk-up song by Don Tolliver. Parker Heastan takes his lead over at first with 2 away. First pitch to Michaels. Thought about it, takes a called strike at the knees.
Are you a Don Tolliver fan, Alex?
Consider myself I evoked a J. Cole lyric earlier.
You dabble in there.
Yeah, every now and then. How about that?
Every now and then. Depends on the vibe.
Runner on first, 2 away. Uribe a peek over at first base, now comes home. Misses on the inside half with a fastball. Michaels hitting leadoff tonight, still searching to fill the hole that Charlie Veracruz left when Purdue recalled him towards the beginning of July. The 1-1 pitch. Called strike on the outer half. Gavin Michaels doesn't like it, shakes his head, steps out of the box, fixes his batting gloves, steps back in. Long pause from Carlos Uribe as he gets his signs from Gutierrez. Now he comes set at the belt. 1-2. Sails high with the fastball. Uncompetitive pitch, trying to get Michaels to chase above the zone.
Probably the right idea, but just way too high. Not even a thought crossed Michael's mind to swing at that one.
Uribe comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Brinkley fields it over to first in time. The 3rd out of the inning, but not before Max Heinemann's leadoff triple comes all the way around to score on a balk from Carlos Uribe. A botched appeal attempt to first base. They tried to say that Heinemann didn't touch first while he was rounding the bags. Timothy T.J. Cunningham, the field umpire tonight, says not only did he touch first base, that's a balk. Max Heinemann, here's home plate. Belters lead 6-2 as we head to the 6th inning. You're listening to Alex Stearns and Braden Hartman. Normal Cornbelters baseball on the Normal Cornbelters YouTube. Brady Banker back for a third inning of work on the hill for the Cornbelters. He'll get the sixth frame as well. Belters lead 6-2. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Rex. First of which Joseph Gutierrez digs into the left-hand side. The left-hander Banker is not allowed to run through his first 2 innings. Banker comes set at the belt. First pitch of the 6th inning. Clips the outside half of the zone for a strike. We've seen it all tonight, Braden. A couple of balks, pick-off attempts, appeals. There's been plenty on the hands of the umpires tonight. The 0-1 pitch bounces in. Heineman picks it out of the air.
I'd say give props to them, man. I mean, they know what they're doing. It's very clear. Every call, even the little stuff that maybe you usually don't see being called tonight, and they've done a really nice job.
Banker, the 1-1. Grounded foul down the left-hand side. Gutierrez looking to extend a 4-game hit streak. 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out in the 3rd and walked in the 2nd frame. Banker's hat flying off on a multitude of pitches. It does that time as well. He'll readjust it and retake the rubber. Gets his signs from Heineman. Set at the belt. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball on the right side. McCrossan fields it. He'll take it himself over to the bag for out number 1.
Despite the lack of fans in the bowl, you look over in the suites and a lot of people up there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't those air conditioned, Alex? All the suites air conditioned? I think that would be where I'd be watching the Cornbelters game tonight if I had a choice. But we're currently in the press box, obviously. But some fans braving the hot, sticky weather out there, sitting in the bowl with no AC.
First pitch to Ren Harper, the third baseman. Takes a called strike at the knees. Harper, a left-handed third baseman, made an error in the last frame, looking to atone for it with his bat. 5 games hitless has continued tonight. 0 for 1 with a walk. The 0-1 pitch. Misses downstairs. Cornbelters defense playing straight up on the left-hander. Gavin Michaels in his typical spot at second base, just on the lip of the outfield turf. 1 away, no 1 on. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded foul down the left-hand side. Kick away off the dugout all the way into the Rex bullpen, where they have a left-hander up and moving. Carlos Uribe's day may be done.
Regardless, he had a really good game. I know 6 runs, but was in this one for the long haul. If he's out, he'll have thrown 5 innings.
1-2 misses below the zone. Count goes even to 2-2. On the Belters side, plenty of action in the bullpen. A left-hander up and moving. Ryan Willard, the pitching coach, goes and checks on him now. Returns back to the dugout. The 2-2 pitch. Check swing off the hands. He started to go around. It hit the handle of the bat of Ren Harper.
I think that one caught literally the bottom of the knob of the bat. You saw the ball hit the bat of Harper, and then he kind of looked up in the sky. And yeah, he was very, very upset to learn that, well, I don't know. Would you rather take it off the knob or the hand? I think I'd rather take it off the knob. And
you get a base if you take it off the hands.
Yeah,
that's
but
the only difference.
Your year in the prospect league might be over if it hits you in the right spot.
2-2 pitch is hit well out to right field. Worthman can't make the play. It'll get down and bounce over the wall. A ground rule double for Ren Harper. First base runner of the 6th inning for the Rex.
Be curious to see how hard that one was hit. Absolutely scorched.
101 miles an hour off the bat.
That ball was hit. I thought it was playable originally for Worthman. Worthman, with as great as he is with the bat, does struggle from time to time out in the field, but you got to have his bat in the lineup, which is why he's playing right. That one just got by him out there in right. Not an easy play by no means, but it bounces right by him and then goes out of play. So a nice piece of hitting by him, and they'll have a runner in second.
Bryson Carpenter awaits the first offer. Takes a ball in on the hands. 1 away, runner on second is Ren Harper after a ground rule double. Brady Banker yet to allow a run here in his 3rd inning of work. Belters lead the rec 6-2 in the top of the sixth. The 1-0 pitch. Misses downstairs with a fastball. Worthman now shaded a bit towards the line, a few steps deeper than he typically would operate. Carpenter, the designated hitter, on both times he's stepped up to the plate. A double back in the second inning, a single in the fourth. The 2-0 pitch. Clips the bottom half of the zone for a strike. This is a night that Brady Banker will remember forever. 3 consecutive guys taken off the base paths via pickoffs to first base in the fourth inning. 2-1 pitch. Runs downstairs for a ball. Count goes to 3-1.
And I'm not going to take it away from Banker. Really nice move. But that's typically what you see of left-handed pitchers. That's kind of the stereotypical move for the lefty to try and get the runner. And he got him 3 in a row. It's just beyond me.
3-1 pitch. He turns. The first time we've seen him pick off the second base. No throw, as there was no one covering. Neither the shortstop Vogely or Gavin Michaels, the second baseman, moved towards the bag, but nonetheless trying to keep Harper close. A peek over to second base. Now the 3-1 home. Misses inside with the fastball. It'll be a free pass to the designated hitter, Bryson Carpenter. One away, first and second for the 9-hitter, Nate Millington. Pair of singles on his night so far, the first of which came in the second inning and scored 2 runners. Millington will dig into the left-hand side. Carpenter putting on a sliding mid over at first base. Ren Harper has shed his batting gloves after the double. Barehanded, leading off second base. Banker calls time. Unclear what he was asking for. Motioning to TJ Cunningham. He rifles it home to Ethan Watkins. Now he'll retake the rubber. 1 away, runners on first and second. Belters lead 6-2 here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch to Millington. Back pick attempt down to first. Tag applied. He'll get back in safely. Back pick from Heineman behind the left-hander Millington. Trying to get Bryson Carpenter. He slides back into first base safely. Pitch was a ball. 1-0 the count to Millington. Average jumps up to 367 on the road. The 1-0 pitch. Sails high over Heineman. Runners go. Heineman tried to barehand it, maybe make a play towards third base. Would have been tough anyways. Unable to corral it. Rolls all the way back onto home plate.
I don't think Heineman had the time nor the arm to get the runner at third. Really nice try by him. It's a very low-risk, high-reward play, if I would say so. If you barehand it, you have a chance to give it third. If you don't, rolls a couple feet in front of you.
Runners move up to second and third. The 1-0 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. I believe the count actually is 2-1 now, contrary to the scoreboard here at the Corn Crib. Now it's updated. 2-1 the count. 1 away, runners on second and third for the 9-hitter left fielder Nate Millington. 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Well out in front of a fastball, just mistimed. Nolan McCross, the first baseman for the Cornbelters, comes in. Heastan, the third baseman, does the same. In line with the base pass, middle infielder's back. 2-2 pitch. Runs high, count goes full.
It'll be interesting to see what Banker goes with now. Missed pretty badly on that last pitch. We'll see if he goes with the fastball or he tries with the off-speed. Maybe he's feeling gutsy about the off-speed if he's got the command for it, which he's been able to so far tonight.
The payoff pitch. Hit high into right center field. Worthman and Cody both going after it in the gap. Cody will make the play. Runners tag, throw goes to third. He'll get in standing up. Not sure Bryson Carpenter knew the throw was coming to third. I think he would have slid had he known, but Ren Harper comes in from third, and the Cornbelters cut the lead. An appeal to second base. They rule he left too early.
I'm trying to get a reaction over there. Wow. That was, man, Everything has happened tonight, Alex.
And it's the most fascinating part, Braden, in my opinion. It seems as though everything has gone against the Rex, and there hasn't been a single ounce of complaint or issue with any of the calls.
Well, because it's. I mean, we don't have a replay. I would love to see if we had like some sort of replay for that. But obviously, the runner was very upset about it. But the coach thought that he clearly went off early because he started yelling at the runner. So all kinds of out of sorts are the Rex, and it's just mind-boggling to me.
So I believe that takes the run off the board.
Yeah, because he didn't tag up. So no run scored.
Unbelievable. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Belters bats due up, leading the Terre Haute Rex 6-2. You're listening to Cornbelters Baseball on the normal Cornbelters YouTube. Back in normal for the bottom of the 6th inning. Belters lead the Rex 6-2. 2-3-4 due up for the Cornbelters. A new arm on the mound for the Rex. Brady Shaw, the left-handed pitcher, replaces fellow southpaw Carlos Uribe.
Sticking with the lefty in this one, which maybe comes as a little bit of a surprise to me with the lack of success. But I think a lot of that lack of success has been on the offensive and base running side. So maybe not all on Uribe.
First pitch to the righty, Thompson. Runs inside for a ball. Uribe, 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 6 runs, just 3 of them earned. Errors both on the base pass and in the field have hurt the Rex tonight. 4 strikeouts under Uribe's ledger. Shaw comes set at the belt. The 1-0 pitch. Misses above the letters with a fastball.
Alex, I'm curious how this game would look because Bax was struggling in that 1 inning to get people out and then picked all 3 of them off. So he hadn't retired a runner to the next inning with a pop-out.
2-0 pitch. Misses downstairs. Certainly if all 3 of those runners had just advanced, there would be a few more runs in the Rex tally. As it stands, the run came across to score after the appeal. After he left early, the runner from third did come in to score, so 6-3. 3-0 pitch to Thompson. Misses down low. First batter Brady Shaw faces. He walks on 4 pitches.
Yeah, a tough start for Shaw. I mean, you come in the game after Uribe did an excellent job. 3 of those 6 runs earned. He did a really good job. 5 innings pitched. You come in, you walk the first batter on 4 pitchers. Does not look good. Now you got to face Vogley.
Ben Vogley bunted last time he was up. 2 for 3 with a fielder's choice. Been on base all 3 at-bats. Runner on first, no one away. Left-hander's first pitch to Vogley. Clips the zone on the inside half. Vogley, the left-hander, a curious case study, ranks second in the Prospect League in strikeouts, top 10 in walks, and lead the Belters in home runs. It's hard to say he's an undisciplined hitter. He's in the top 10 in walks as well. The 0-1 pitch. Catches the bottom half of the zone for a called strike 2. Tyler Thompson, 9 stolen bases on the summer. Not too much of a threat to try and nab second. Wally Diaz holds him on over at first base. Brady Shaw, 6'5". Long pause, now the 0-2. Runs and hits Vogley in the back.
Hope he's all right. That got him right square in the lower back. Looks to be in a little bit of pain, but he'll jog down to first. That does not feel good. We got to hope that that doesn't tighten up. First and second now.
You're a valuable run to increase the lead.
Got to be able to stay in this game, and he will.
Down 0-2 in the count, though. You have to say he'll take being a base runner. Helicopter overhead. We'll see if Brady Shaw steps off. No, first pitch to Stanek. Flied foul into the seats.
I might have had to step off to look at that one. That was a military-style helicopter, one of those with 2 blades. One at the front of the helicopter and the second one in the back.
Stanek steps off. Now he digs back into the left-hand side. First and second with no one away. Brady Shaw comes set at the belt. Peek on the runner Thompson at second. Now the 0-1 pitch. Stanek gives this one a ride into left center. It'll get down. Falls in front of the left fielder. Throw goes to third. Thompson thought it would be caught. He's safe. Throw took the third baseman Harper off the bag. And the Belters have the bases loaded.
This is tough break after tough break. I mean, the throw just a little bit off. It caused third baseman to Harper to kind of try and stretch for it and came off the bag.
No one away. The captain, Nolan McCrossin, digs into the right-hand side. Jackson Stanek tosses off his batting gloves to the first base coach, Cannon Klein. Infield comes in. Shaw's first pitch to McCrossin. Runs in, nearly clips McCrossin. Cornbelters first baseman tonight, 1 for 3. Reached on an error in the third inning, was thrown out trying to score. 1-0 pitch. Same spot in on the hands, taken for ball 2. Tyler Thompson walked to begin the 6th inning. Ben Vogley hit by pitch, and a Jackson Stanek loop single have the bases loaded with no one away. Nolan McCrossin with 32 RBIs on the summer. Can add a few more right here. The 2-0. Hit right back up the middle. In comes Thompson. Vogley gets the stop sign over at third. Throw is cut off by Wally Diaz. It's an RBI single for Nolan McCrossin, and the Belters lead 7-3.
I mean, that's just great, right? Because McCrossin goes right up the middle. Perfect situation for him. Right back where it came from. All runners advance 1 base. Still no outs.
Here's Max Heineman, who continued a 5-game hit streak tonight with a long triple an inning ago. Steps back into the right-hand batter's box with the bases loaded and no one away. Rex infield stays in on the infield lip of the turf. First pitch to Heineman. Foul tip off the glove of Gutierrez. One swing of the bat can break this game wide open. Belters already lead 7-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Heineman took a really good swing back in the third. RBI single. Be great if he could do a little bit of that or potentially more.
Shaw comes set at the belt. The 0-1 pitch. Misses on the outside half. Max Heineman steps out, readjusts his batting gloves. Bases loaded, no one away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Brady Shaw, big deep breath, comes set. The 1-1 pitch. Heineman ground ball to third base. Harper keeps it in front of him, throws home. Tag comes down, out. Double play for the Rex. Sliding stop. He put his glove on third base and threw home. An incredible play by Ren Harper. And the tag comes down on Ben Vogley. A double play. Jackson Blemler will go over to talk to our home plate umpire, Ethan Watkins.
I think he was just making sure that the umpire had called that on the tag. unbelievably heads-up play by the Rex third baseman Harper over there. Fields it on a dive right next to the bag, touches third, and then has the mind to say, okay, that runner's coming home. He throws it home. The one thing he didn't do is yell tag, but we'll let that slide. They do get the out at the plate.
Addison Worthman into the right-hand side. Nolan McCrossan advances to second. Max Heineman reaches on the double play. First pitch to Worthman. Sent deep into left field. Millington goes back. He'll have no play on it. Home run for Addison Worthman. The Belters barrage continues. 10-3 over the Rex, and the floodgates have opened.
Worthman, I love the swings this man puts on the baseball. Gorgeous, high arcing shot right over the wall and left. Put a really nice swing on it, and he'll be greeted by all of his Belter buddies with a little celebration after that one. That one was pelted.
Worthman's had a few shots, 106 off the bat, his second home run of the season. That one long gone, 357, but looked like it traveled a long way. First pitch to Parker Heastan, misses downstairs. This is a win you felt you needed. Belters lost in Clinton last time out on Sunday, had a few days off, and they explode tonight. Still work to do, but lead 10-3 here in the bottom of the sixth. 1-0 pitch. Fouled away by Heastan.
It was a needed and necessary win for the Belters. They're trying to make a push here. They didn't clinch in the first half. They had a chance, but unfortunately the balls didn't bounce in their favor. But here in the second, just got to worry about yourself. You have the two teams at the top that are a decent amount ahead of you, but if you tally wins after win after win, maybe you find yourself at the end of this with a chance.
1-1 pitch, misses outside, 2-1. You're absolutely right, Braden. Belters with work to do. 4 games back of the Clinton Lumber Kings at the top of the Northwest Division. You've seen them play very close games. One in Clinton 2 meetings ago and lost by 1 run last time out. The 2-1 pitch. Skied high into the air. Center fielder right will have a play on it. He'll call up. It'll fall. He overran it. It'll get down. Throw skips away from the cutoff man, Brinkley, all the way. Harper, the third baseman, keeps it in front of him. A lazy fly ball from Parker Heastan. Gets down.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really much to say about that. It was hit in the air. It was very routine for the center fielder right. And he was under it. And then he didn't even have that. If you want to talk about anything, he didn't have a whole lot of momentum going to that baseball. So I'm a little bit curious how he, overran it and then proceeded to slide next to the ball, too. I don't know.
Dylan Cody.
It must be a full
in.
moon, Alex. It must be a full moon.
Fouls the first pitch back. Price of admission today, certainly worth it. You've seen everything. Worthman, a 3-run shot in this 6th inning. My goodness.
My goodness is right.
2 away, runner on second for Dylan Cody, the 9-hitter. The 0-1 pitch. Misses on the outside half. The umpires tonight are going to sleep good. A lot of action, much more than you sign up for. Still, 3 innings of ball to be played. 1-1 the count to Dylan Cody. Shaw kicks and deals. Misses in on the hands of Cody. Heastan, the runner on second. On base via a gift of the center fielder right. Have to assume they scored that as an error. 2-1 pitch. Taken at the knees for a strike.
That was a good comeback pitch by Shaw. Goes with the off-speed. Does drop it in there. Great job having the confidence to throw a 2-1 breaking ball. And he does so for a strike. 2-2 count now.
Shaw peek over to second base. Now to the plate. Misses on the outside half. A couple of wrecks. Started to head into the dugout on the pitch on the outer half. Ethan Watkins says no dice. Count goes full. Dylan Cody wags his solid green bat around on his shoulder. Now lays it to rest. The payoff pitch. Runs in and clips Dylan Cody. Would have reached via the walk nonetheless. He'll be on base. First and second for the Belters with 2 away.
The big man coming up now, Gavin Michaels, has a chance to extend this lead. The Cornbelters only 3 runs away from a 10-run rule.
First and second, 2 away. Lineup turns over for a 5th time in 6 innings. The 9th batter to reach in this inning for the Belters. Gavin Michaels steps into the right-hand side. Shaw takes a look at the signs from Gutierrez. A peek over to both runners, now comes home. Misses way outside with a fastball.
And something we'll talk about at the end of this one, maybe, depending on the outcome of this one. It's a 10-3 game. The Rex they gave up 20 runs in the previous game, their first-place team, but now down 10-3 to the Cornbelters, and you just got to think this is the type of 2-game skid where it's very hard to come out of.
1-0 pitch is hit well into center field. Wright goes back. He's chasing it deep into center. It's off his glove. It'll kick off the wall. Michaels rounds second, going for third. Both runners come in to score. It's a 2 RBI triple for Gavin Michaels.
And just like that, the run rule, the game-ending run now stands on third. Should we get to the 7th, correct? Is it 10 after 7?
Believe we would have to get to the 7th, complete the 7th inning.
Correct.
At least the top half of which.
Yes. Back to what I was saying, though, I mean, this is the type of 2-game skid. You have all the crazy things that have happened here for the Rex, the mixed cues, the miscommunications, and it's something they're going to have to assess if they want to remain at the top of their division.
First pitch to Tyler Thompson. Follows it straight back. Thompson began the inning with a walk. He came around to score. Over 2 with a pair of walks, sandwiching 2 groundouts to the second baseman, Mendoza. Michaels stands 90 feet away from putting this game in run rule territory. 2 away, runner on third. Shaw, the 0-1. Ground ball to short. Brinkley backhands it, fires it across the diamond in time. So the lead stays at 9. The Belters won't be complaining. 4 across in the inning. The Belters lead 12-3. We'll head to the 7th inning. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the normal Cornbelters on the Cornbelters YouTube. Back in normal, a rare mid-inning score,
Jeez.
or perhaps taken away the Rex had an interesting play where a fly ball to center field with 1 out, runners on second and third. The runner from third came in to score. The runner on second advanced to third, both appearing to tag up. An appeal from the Cornbelters to second base was successful. So the runner was ruled out. The inning was over. It started with 2 outs. Inning was over. Up until now, for the last 2 innings, the run has been up on the board as a 12-3 ball game now after the Cornbelters added on. It's been taken away. 12-2 the Belters lead, meaning if they can hold the Rex off the board here in the top of the 7th, they'll leave here victorious. New pitcher to get it done, Steven Eskridge, the left-hander, faces Gio Mendoza. Pitch misses downstairs. Left-on-left matchup. Mendoza, one of 5 All-Stars on this Rex squad.
Alex, I'm curious what else we could possibly see tonight. Because I thought I'd seen it all, but then we have a middle of the inning, as you said, change to the score.
The 1-0 pitch. Clips the outside half of the zone for a strike.
One thing we can safely say, collectively, that we don't want to see is a Rex comeback. 12-2. The task out there for Eskridge is simple. Attack the zone and collect outs. You got a 10-run lead. Just do your job. Don't mess around.
The 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. 89 miles an hour on the fastball at the letters. Eskridge making his 3rd appearance of the summer. 1-0 through 2 innings of work. Yet to give up an earned run. Exactly the type of performance the Cornbelters would love to see out of him right here.
And if they get, now with the 12-2 score, if they get 3 outs here, the game's over without a run.
The 1-2 pitch. Misses away. And you touched on it earlier, Braden. After losing 20-4 last night versus the Champion City Half-Tracks, coming here to Normal and getting run ruled, then having to go to the hot O'Fallon Hoots. Not an easy stretch for the Rex. 2-2 pitch from Eskridge. Misses downstairs. Count goes full. On the flip side, if the Belters can close this out, they can hopefully use it to build some momentum down this stretch run in the second half. First batter of the top of the 7th. Payoff pitch. Misses outside with the fastball. Gio Mendoza will start off the 7th inning and attempt to build a Rex comeback with a full count walk.
For Eskridge, I mean, a tough at bat to let get away from you. Now the Rex are 1 run away from extending this game at least to the next inning.
Runner on first, no one away. Dinkin Brickley digs into the right-hand side. First pitch from Eskridge. Flied foul into the seats. Eskridge, another left-hander. We saw the Rex really struggle with Brady Banker's left-handed pickoff move to first base. In the 4th inning, all 3 batters got on base and then were taken off just as quickly via the pickoff. Saw Gio Mendoza, some PTSD from that, not taking much of a lead, if at all. The 0-1 pitch. Finds the inside half of the zone for a strike. Eskridge throwing harder than Fearday or Banker. 88 miles an hour on the fastball. Fearday sitting in a similar range, but Banker not quite up to that velocity. 0-2 the count on Brinkley. Long look into Heineman to get the signs. Mendoza, a 1-step lead over at first base. The 0-2 pitch. Misses in on the hands with the fastball.
You know what I'm curious about, Alex? Why he hasn't tried to pick off to first yet. If he's got any sort of move, I would try it here. That's a big out at first if you can get it.
Mendoza can't be more than 2 feet away from first base. Maybe what's holding him back. Peek over the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. This could be 2. Vogley flips over to Michaels for 1. The turn not in time. Brinkley hustles it out.
For Vogley, it could be easy to try and hurry, to try and give yourself a chance for 2. I would argue with how weakly that was hit, there really wasn't a chance from the get-go. But Vogely, great job making sure you field the baseball cleanly and get the first sure out at second.
Gabe Wright, the three-hitter, digs into the right-hand side. Runner on first. Now Deacon Brinkley with Gio Mendoza taking off the base pass. One away, a 10-run lead here in the top of the seventh. Belters over the Rex, 12-2. Eskridge, long pause, a check over at Brinkley. Gets back in, standing up.
That one might have been a little too obvious, I will say. Not as good as a move as Banker from the previous couple innings, but can't hurt trying, obviously. Great job by him. He's got the awareness.
Now the first pitch to Wright. Misses on the outside half of the zone for a ball. Wright, a week ago, would have been the coach of the runner on first, Deacon Brinkley. After finishing his spring season at Hawaii, he came to the Rex after 3 years playing for Terre Haute in the Prospect League, decided to coach. After not hearing his name called in the MLB draft, he laced him back up. He's playing center field tonight. The 1-0 pitch misses downstairs. Cool story here in the Prospect League.
There's a lot of cool stories in the Prospect League. There's always some little nuggets you can find around here.
Eskridge takes a long look. Now comes set at the belt. Runner on first, one away. 2-0 count. Here it comes. Flied into right field. Worthman going towards the line. He'll slide and make the play. No, it'll get down foul. Runner on first, tagged from first base.
Worthman
Worthman
disappeared.
sold it well. He
He
guarded from our view behind the railing over in Portillo's Club Drew 10 along the first base foul line. He sold it well, came up throwing,
Yeah.
but he didn't have a ball.
I mean, you can't hurt a guy for trying, I guess, but he kind of disappeared into the abyss. He slid. Did it kind of like a front slide, if you know what I mean, where the type where your feet go first. Was not able to make the play. Disappeared from our view. We were looking at the umpires for a ruling, and then we heard the Wii Sports foul ball, and that's what gave it away.
Gabe Wright stays alive. 2-1 the count. Runner on first, one away. Brinkley takes his lead at first base. Eskridge peeks over at Brinkley. How the Southpaws do. Lined into center field and down. Dylan Cody will come up throwing as Brinkley goes to third. Throw comes in, sliding. He beats it.
Aggressive decision by the Rex base runner on turning on second to go to third, but it pays off for him. And now that runner over at third represents the run to prevent this game from ending with 2 more outs.
Belters dreaming of a 10-run rule. Rex trying to put the brakes on, not so fast. Still work to do. Runners on the corners with 1 away. Nosbergen, the 4-hitter, digs in. Eskridge takes his time before retaking the rubber. Gabe Wright takes a small lead over at first base, potentially still wary of the left-hander Eskridge pickoff move. He comes home. Called strike on the outside half. Nosbergen, a graduated senior from Oakland City University. Getting his last at-bats in his baseball career potentially, unless he can find a pro ball opportunity after the summer. The 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. He's giving a good audition. 353 average here in his 10th game played for the Rex. Behind in the count, 0-2 to Steven Eskridge. Eskridge wipes something off his legs. I was about to say dirt, but an all-turf field. Now comes set at the belt. Peek on the runners, the 0-2 pitch. Misses on the outer half. Dug deep for that one, 89 miles an hour.
Love that spot, though. Right outside the zone with a fastball. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Really nice job.
Runners on first and third, one away. Belters lead 12-2 here in the top of the seventh. 1-2. Misses downstairs, a breaking ball. Didn't miss by much. Bergen, 11 RBIs so far in the summer. Walked in the first inning. A pair of flyouts to center field have followed. Gets a fourth trip to the plate, seeking to drive in the run that would starve off a run rule defeat. Eskridge, long pause, now the 2-2. Lined foul into the concourse on the left side. Rex making Eskridge work for it.
He is, and a lot of these, I kind of want to highlight something real quick. 2 runs, the Rex have 9 hits. There's a lot more runs that could be on that board right now if they were able to get over the miscues.
Bergen awaits the 2-2. Takes a ball on the outside half for a ball. Count is full. Runners on first and third with 1 away. Rex need 1 run to starve off defeat imminently. Still face a mountain to come back from a 10-run deficit here in the top of the 7th. Eskridge set at the chest. Looks at first, the payoff. Ball above the zone. Bergen started to go around, able to hold back. He'll work a full count walk, and the bases are loaded.
If that was just a little bit lower, it probably would have prompted a swing, but unfortunately it was a little bit too high. So now the bases will be loaded for the Reds.
Stepping up to the plate, the right-hander Wally Diaz, and before he can, pitching coach Ryan Willard will head out to the mound to talk to Steven Eskridge. An intimidating presence, Wally Diaz. 1 for 3 tonight. Singled back in the 3rd inning. Struck out last time up. But enters tonight hitting a few ticks over 330. 2025 Prospect League Player of the Year. And in the conversation to go back-to-back. 3rd in home runs, 3rd in RBIs. An all-star. He finished 2nd in the home run derby this year in Lafayette. Not the man you want to see with the bases juice.
And I got to think probably with 1 out here and the bases loaded, 12-2 game, he's probably going to be swinging for the fences here, I would think. If you catch the ball and miss it, regardless, it's probably deep enough if you put a hard enough swing on it to score the runner from 3rd, and then you prevent the 10-run rule. Not a whole lot to lose for him. I think he's going to try to get a hold of one here. They're going to have to be careful. That's definitely what the mound visit was about, talking how they're going to face him.
Ryan Willard retreats back to the dugout. Steven Eskridge will walk around now. He'll retake the rubber. Bases loaded, 1 away. Top of the 7th inning. Belters lead over the Rex 12-2. Eskridge shakes himself out. Now a look into Heineman to get the signs. Long pause. Now the first offer to Diaz. Bounces in. Bounced well before the plate.
There's no excuse to walk him here, in my opinion. Absolutely no excuse. Bases loaded, 1 out. Got to give him something to hit, unfortunately, but if you place it well enough, it will result in an out.
Barry Bonds treatment if they were to walk Wally Diaz with the bases loaded.
Indeed.
Eskridge the 1-0. Misses downstairs. And while I agree with you, Braden, no excuse to walk him, but don't give him anything too good to hit either.
No, yeah, you got to be able to place it. If he's going to, 2-0, we'll see if he goes fastball here. You got to. Baseball's bases loaded. I would assume that they go away with it. Davis is a good enough hitter. Maybe he knows that too. Maybe he'll try and take one off.
2-0. Inside fastball nearly clipped Wally Diaz. Count goes to 3-0. 10-run lead looks a lot different than a 6-run lead, Braden. I would suggest you don't give Wally Diaz a pitch anything too good. 3-0 count, bases loaded, 1 away. Eskridge kicks and deals. Misses on the outside half. They work around the Prospect League MVP, and they walk in a run.
Probably very close to the end of Eskridge's night. I think one more batter is the signal that came from the Cornbelter dugout, so this will be the last batter probably for Eskridge, or maybe we'll see him finish the inning if he gets a quick out here.
Back-to-back walks, 3 in the inning. Joseph Gutierrez digs into the left-hand side. A switch hitter. Yet to get a hit tonight, walked back in the second inning. Hit here with the bases loaded. Takes a called strike on the outside half. Now a 9-run lead. Belters guaranteed to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning. Unless, of course, the umpires take another run off the board in the middle of the inning, as they did an inning ago from the Rex. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball on the right side, foul.
Good job by him to get ahead. 0-2 now. You have a lot to work with.
And with Ren Harper, the left-hander, on deck, I think your assertion, Braden, that this may be the end of the night for Stephen Eskridge could be absolutely correct. Ahead 0-2 on Gutierrez. Left on left, bases loaded, 1 away. Eskridge bounces and fires. Misses high on a breaking ball. Nolan McCross, the first baseman, playing deep in the hole on the right side. Second baseman Michaels on the lip of the outfield turf. Peek over at the runners, the 1-2 pitch. Sales head high with the fastball. Eskridge points at his elbow towards the Belters dugout. Heineman will come out. And now interim manager Jackson Blumler will replace Stephen Eskridge. Clearly dealing with an injury. He goes down to a squat. Have to feel for Eskridge. Hopefully everything's all right there. The trainer coming out as Blumler walks across the foul line. That'll be the night for Stephen Eskridge.
He's pointing in the no-no zone, as I like to call it, which is not what you want to see. They're going to immediately get him out. They need to, but just a pitcher's worst nightmare. You got to hope that it's nothing big. Obviously, anything arm-related is always scary. The way he went down, yeah, he's grabbing that bottom right in the front part of his elbow, which is not a good sign. He'll talk to the trainer. We hope he's okay, but we're going to see a new pitcher here for the Cornbelters.
Belters hold a 9-run lead, but we know how quickly things can change in the Prospect League. Bases will be loaded with 1 away for the new pitcher. We'll step aside. We'll be back with you when baseball resumes here at the Corn Crib. Belters lead 12-3 here in the top of the 7th inning. Don't go anywhere. Back in normal after a Belters pitching change. Jacob McPherson will replace Steven Eskridge. The count 2-2 to Joseph Gutierrez. Bases loaded, one away here in the top of the 7th. 1 run already in. Terre Haute still trails by 9. We'll see if Gutierrez switches. No, he'll stay in the left-hand batter's box against the righty McPherson. 2-2 the count. McPherson, 4 appearances so far this summer across 5 innings, an ERA of 9. McPherson's 2-2. Gutierrez ground ball up the middle. Vogley fields it, flipped to 2 for 1, toss over to first, safe. McCrossan able to keep it in front of him, but falls off the base. Another run will come in to score. Rex cut the lead 12-4.
That was the most, that's probably the closest they could have made it. That was a great job by Vogley fielding that ball behind the bag, flips it to Michaels. Michaels, middle of spinning, fires it over to first. Pretty accurate, I would say, for spinning. That's a pretty accurate throw. That's what he had to do to even have a chance to get him at first. They almost did, but the throw, unfortunately, pulls McCrossan just a little bit off the bag.
First pitch to Harper. Misses inside to the left-hander. First and third, now 2 away. 1 more out will send the Belters back up to the plate where 2 runs will end this one via the mercy rule. 1-0 pitch. Hit well out to center field. Cody has a beat on it. He'll make the play for out number 3. Rex get 2 runs in the top of the 7th, starve off the mercy rule defeat, but still trail by 8. Time to stretch here at the Corn Crib. You're listening to the normal Cornbelters on the Cornbelters YouTube. Bottom of the 7th action here in normal. Brady Shaw back on the hill for a 2nd inning of work. His first time on the mound in the 6th inning. 10 Belters came to the plate. Ben Vogley will start things off in the 7th inning. The left-hander digs in. Rex shift accordingly. Second baseman Mendoza digs into the hole. 12-4, Belters lead over the Rex. 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th would end this game via the mercy rule. Shaw's first offer. Breaking ball that drops into the zone. A pretty slider that works most effectively against left-handers, cutting across the front shoulder into the zone. Shaw peeks in to get the signs from Gutierrez. Now comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Runs in, nearly clips Vogley. Vogley hit by pitch an inning ago by Shaw. It's thrown out at home plate. Sun is completely set. Lights in full effect here at the Corn Crib. 1-1 pitch. Catches the outside half of the zone for a strike. Vogley, an all-black bat, taps home plate. Brings it to rest on his back shoulder. Left-hander comes set, the 1-2. Fanned on and missed. Ben Vogley goes down on strikes. Vogley now 5 straight games with a strikeout. There's a reason why he's second in the Prospect League in that category.
Yeah, not a very good swing by Vogley. Outside pitch, kind of just flailed at it. Didn't really have a chance to make contact with it. He knows he can be better, though.
Another left-hander, Jackson Stanek, digs into the box. Left on left, part of why they brought Brady Shaw back out for another inning. First pitch. Misses away with a breaking ball. Corn Crib has emptied drastically since first pitch after the Belters jumped out to such a large lead early on. 1-0 to Stanek. Ground ball on the right side. Diaz snow cone pick. He'll step on the bag in time for out number 2. Two away here in the bottom of the 7th. Belters with work to do if they want to end it in this frame. Nolan McCrossin, the Belters captain, digs into the right-hand side. He's been on base 3 of his 4 trips, a pair of singles, and reached on an error by the shortstop Brinkley. Shaw set at the belt. High leg kick to the plate. Breaking ball misses on the outside half. Slider doesn't have the same ring against right-handed hitters.
No, not at all. He's the great pitchers are able to locate that slider on the inside part of the plate, though. So I'd like to see a little bit more of that from him.
1-0 pitch. Fouled straight back. A heater on the inside half.
Some people think that you can't go slider to the opposite hand, but you definitely can. It's honestly one of the better pitches you can do to get someone to jam something.
Got to locate it correctly, right?
Correct, yes. Yeah. I went the long way to get to that point. But if you take anything from what I said, that's the main point right there.
1-1 pitch. Misses downstairs with a fastball. See that in the Belters rotation, Graham Casey, the left-hander, has a devastating slider against left-handed hitters where it just drops into the zone. 2-1 pitch from Shaw. Fly foul into the concourse. Count goes even to 2-2. 12 runs on 14 hits for the Belters. 4 runs on 9 hits and an error for the Rex. 3 pickoffs from Brady Banker. Limited a potential 4th inning rally for the Rex. Shaw, the 2-2. Misses away. Count goes full to McCrossin. Winning run stands on deck. Max Heineman, who's shown his ability to bring in runs. A RBI single in the 3rd inning and a long triple in the 5th. Needs a base runner on to do so. Nolan McCrossin awaits the payoff. Shaw, here it is. Runs inside. A long walk for Nolan McCrossin. He'll flip the bat away, undo his ankle guard, and take his spot over at first base.
There it is. You get a base runner. Unfortunately, it did come with 2 outs, so he's going to have a lot to work with here. Heineman will step up. Just got to try to string something together. You're up 8 runs. Obviously, you're in full control of this game at this point. So let's get some good swings, and maybe we can get out of here early. On deck, should he get on, is also Addison Worthman. So that's a big bat coming up if you can have 2 runners on for the Cornbelters.
First pitch to Heineman. Runs inside, nearly clips Heineman. 2 away, runner on first. Belters lead 12-4 here in the bottom of the 7th. Heineman steps back into the right-hand batter's box. First righty Shaw faced. He walked in McCrossan. He stands over at first. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to the left side. It'll tail foul.
That a weird sound off the bat too, but he's not going to get a new bat, so it must not have broke it. But a weird part of the bat, one of the weaker spots where it kind of creates a more not as hollow sound if you barrel it up.
Crossan leads off first. Shaw peeks over at him over his right shoulder. Southpaw comes set at the chest. 1-1 to Heineman. Sent in the air to center field. Right camps under it. Doesn't move much, if at all, to make the play for out number 3. Belters unable to end this game early, at least in the 7th, so we'll head to the 8th. An 8-run advantage, 12-4 over the Rex. You're listening to Normal Cornbelters Baseball on the Normal Cornbelters YouTube. Back in normal for the top of the 8th. Jacob McPherson tasked to enter the game in the 7th with the bases loaded and 1 away is back for the 8th. He'll face 8-9-1 of the Rex order. Bryson Carpenter, the designated hitter, the first batter. First pitch misses downstairs. McPherson, an 8-run cushion. 1-0 pitch. Lined into center field. Dylan Cody takes a few steps back. He'll make the play for out number 1.
I want to see aggressiveness like that. Great job by him. Goes right at him. Causes him quick out via the pop out.
9-hitter Nate Millington strides in. 2 for 3, a pair of singles. Last time he was up back in the 6th inning, flew out to center field. Jacob McPherson has retired all 4 batters he's faced. First offer to Millington. Millington squares to bunt. He pulls it back on a called strike anyways.
Gotta love the soundboard here at the Corn Crib. Who is on that anyways? Do you know who that is?
Luciano.
Alex? Luciano.
0-1. Misses outside. Luciano and the PA room clearly unhappy with Millington's bunt attempt, trailing by 8 runs. Let him know via the sound effects. No one on base, 1 away. 1 away, 1-1. Breaking ball drops into the zone for a strike.
Luciano, great guy. Definitely as you can hear there, perfect person to be on a soundboard for a baseball game. He's in his bag right now, Alex, just to put it there.
McPherson turns into his wind. Ground ball on the left side. Vogley ranging to his backhand. He'll keep it in the infield, but he'll have no play. Had to range well to his right. He'll stop it from going into the outfield, but Nate Millington will have an infield single.
A Cornbelter warming up in the bullpen over there on the right side of the field. We'll let you know who that is here in just a few moments, or when he's put into pitch.
First base runner to reach against McPherson. Lineup turns over for a 5th time. Gio Mendoza, the all-star, digs into the left-hand side. McPherson, a long pause, a check. Now comes home. Misses downstairs. Back pick attempt. McCrossan has no tag. He'll hold it on Millington anyways, but easily in standing. An ambitious effort from Heineman. We've seen a few back picks tonight. Runner on first, 1 away. 8-run lead for the Belters. 1-0 pitch. Fouled away on the left-hand side.
Thought the runner was going on the pitch, but broke about 2 steps and then went back. Just getting a more loud secondary, we'll put it that way.
Gio Mendoza had a 15-game hit streak broken yesterday when he pinch hit and was unable to reach base. One of many wrecks to struggle last night in a 20-4 loss against the Champion City Half-Tracks. Rex trail by 8 runs tonight, 12-4 here in the top of the 8th. 1-2. Skied high into right field. Worthman coming in on it. He'll make the catch for out number 2.
If that was a golf shot, he hit that one flush right in the middle of the barrel. I thought off the bat it would maybe have a chance to go, but Worthman takes his first step back, textbook from him, and then sees that the ball is going to be a few steps in front of him. Takes a few steps in front of him, makes the catch. 2 down for the Cornbelters.
2 away, runner on first is Millington. 2-hitter Deacon Brinkley, the shortstop, digs back into the right-hand side. Singled in the first, reach base on a fielder's choice in the 7th. First pitch fouled into the glove of Heineman. Came around to score in the 7th. Was the run that starved off the 10-run rule. McPherson's 0-1. Runner goes for second. Breaking ball throw down from Heineman. He slides in safely. Nate Millington will have his 11th stolen base of the summer.
Not really a chance, but a strong throw from Heineman. Nevertheless, show off the arm if you can, but no chance of getting him at second. He got too good of a jump.
Two away. Millington advances to second. The 1-1 to Brinkley. Called strike at the letters. McPherson will step off, use the rosin bag. Now retake the rubber. Belters infield playing straight up. Wind completely dead at the corn crib. American flag in right center field wrapped around the foul pole. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away, reaching well out for a breaking ball, able to get a piece and stay alive.
It was impressive that he even made contact with that one. A really nice executed pitch, 1-2 pitch, just outside of the zone, but even better job to foul it off.
And the sting has been completely taken out of this one, Braden. A quiet corn crib. Peak at second base. Now the 1-2. Bounces it in. Heineman a good block to keep Millington from advancing.
The Cornbelters were one hit away from ending the game back in the last inning. Now they give up 2 runs to the Rex, and that's a 12-4 game. And as long as this one has gone on, normally with all the stoppage of play, we would have been done right now. So
2-2. Runs in on the hands. Count goes full. 9:35 local time. Officially 3 hours into this one, and still in the top of the 8th inning. One of the longer Belters games so far this year that hasn't gone into extra innings. This one shouldn't if the Belters have anything to say about it. 12-4 they lead. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Brinkley tossed away his bat. That pitch right down Broadway. 2-out single from Nate Millington is worked around by Jacob McPherson. Keeps the Rex off the board. Belters lead 12-4 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. You're listening to Alex Ferens and Braden Hartman, Normal Cornbelters Baseball. Back in Normal for the bottom of the 8th inning. Cornbelters lead the Rex 12-4. Brady Shaw back for his 3rd inning of work on the hill. Allowed a big 6th inning where 10 Belters came to the plate. 5 runs came across the score. The 7th, much better. Just 4 batters got out with just 1 base runner. He'll meet 7, 8, 9 of the Belters order, first of which Addison Worthman walks around to the right-hand batter's box.
Would love to see Worthman get into one here. Maybe not for a home run. That might be a little bit too much to ask for, as he has already homered tonight. But if he can get into one, put one in the gap, put the Belters in a situation where they can score a couple runs here, that would be very ideal in my book.
Left-hander Shaw comes set at the belt. First offer to Worthman. Called strike in on the hands. Worthman unloaded on a pitch against Shaw in the 6th inning. A long home run, 106 miles an hour off the bat. 2 runs end this game early in the 8th with the Belters ahead by 8. 0-1 pitch. Misses on the outer half. Worthman A unique swing, keeps his hands close to his chest throughout the entire load, so they're already in position to swing. 1-1 from Shaw. Big swing, a foul ball down the third base line.
Ends up over there from the Rex dugout. A couple of them were standing a little bit outside the dugout. They had to retreat back into the dugout off that ball from Worthman.
Bunch of guys sitting around in the Belters bullpen. They hope the Bats can end this one early. We'll see who gets up and starts throwing over in the Belters pen. 1-2. Misses down and away with a fastball.
I will say, in a 12-4 game that we're in right now, it's gone on for so long. The bullpen is probably the place to be right now. That's where I'd be sitting right now if I was a part of the Belters team.
Worthman lays his bat to rest on his shoulder. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. An ugly swing from Worthman. Fanned at that one, a pitch on the outer half.
Yeah, a rare bad swing from Worthman. He shook his head after that one. He knew that was not his best stuff. And that'll be the first out. Unfortunately, it'll come for a strikeout.
Up steps Parker Heastand. Heastand, part of a committee tasked by the Belters to replace the production of Charlie Veracruz, was on base in all 19 games he played before Purdue recalled their players in early July. Shaw will step off before the first pitch to Heastand. Heastand reached on an error to the center fielder, hit a shallow pop-up that right overran almost comically. First pitch to Heastand. Misses away. Before that, Heastand reached on a fielder's choice, a bunt that was thrown down to second base, and 2 strikeouts in the second and third innings. Get a fifth chance here in the eighth, with no one on and one away. 1-0. Runs in, nearly clips Heastand. It does catch the inside of his shoulder. He'll make the walk to first base.
Any way that you can, Heastand, good job to wear that one. And that's the base runner that the Cornbelters need. Cody, let's get a hit, man. We want you to succeed here. Big spot for Cody.
Braden not only wants Dylan Cody to score, he wants to go home.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, Alex. Would it be unbelievable if he would just launch one to the right side?
He has a home run. He has a home run this year.
That one was Oppo as well, over to the grass area in the right field. Would love to see that again.
Runner on first for Dylan Cody. Pitch nearly gets away from Gutierrez, keeps it from going to the backstop, fires it hard back to Brady Shaw. You ever have a catcher do that to you, Braden?
Nope, I have not.
Kind of a warning to Shaw. Keep it in the zone.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
1-0 pitch. In on the hands for a ball. Dylan Cody tonight. Hit by pitches last time up. Before that, a walk, a ground out, and a strikeout. Has a chance to pass the baton back to the top of the Belters order as they seek the 10-run rule here in the eighth. 2-0. Misses below the zone. Count goes to 3-0. Dylan Cody. Do you give him the swing away sign here, Braden? Up 8 runs here in the eighth?
It has to be your pitch. If he gives you a fastball down the heart of the plate, I would say absolutely swing, but we shall see.
3-0. Cody doesn't even take the bat off his shoulder. He'll take a called strike in at the knees. He was taking all the way.
Well, I mean, if you think of it this way, that run now, if Cody were to get on, is the 10-run rule right there. So maybe that's what he was thinking.
3-1. Takes a pitch on the outside half for a ball. 2 runners aboard here in the eighth. Lineup turns over for a 6th time tonight.
That's going to be it.
Here comes Tony Rosselli of the Rex. Crosses the line. Goes to talk to Brady Shaw.
Interesting. Is he the only coach down there?
The Rex don't have anyone up and throwing. Braden, the assistant coach, is in center field.
Oh, yeah. You're right. That was that weird situation we talked about. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's kind of interesting to see. Yeah, that's a weird dynamic, I will say. I mean, so he has to control most of the managerial operations, whereas he's probably, I don't know, maybe just assistant manager, maybe helps make some decisions, but as a player
You think
manager,
he said, play me in center field today?
yeah, he was like, you know what? I think I would play myself in center if I was the coach, if I had a say in it.
Rex have 2 coaches listed on their lineup. Wright in center field, Gabe Wright that is, and Tony Rosselli in the dugout. First and second, 1 away, lineup turns over. Gavin Michaels had a good day so far tonight. Tripled in the 6th inning, was stranded at third base. Shaw's first pitch misses downstairs. Gutierrez rifles it back. Three hours and 10 minutes of game time. Belters can end this one if the runner on first, Dylan Cody, comes all the way around. 1-0. Ground ball to the left side and through. Easton gets the stop sign at third base as the throw comes into the cutoff man, Harper. Bases are juiced.
Keep it going. Next up is going to be Thompson. So a hot bat stepping up now.
Tyler Thompson's last 2 at-bats both came in the 6th inning against Brady Shaw. Left-hander walked him to start the frame, got him to ground out to end it. Bases loaded, 1 away. A hit to the outfield will end this one via the 10-run rule. The winning run stands on second base, Dylan Cody. First pitch to Thompson, high and away. Brady Shaw has been given a tough task tonight. Braden asked to eat innings, trailing by a lot.
He's done a really nice job. And up until this point with a couple of the singles and then the walk, he's looked really sharp.
1-0 pitch. Fouled away on the right-hand side.
That was a big swing from Thompson. He wasn't trying to just score one there. He was trying to shoot a gap shot or maybe even leave the yard on that swing. Huge swing.
12-4 Belters lead. Bottom of the 8th, 1 away, bases are loaded. If Dylan Cody scores from second, the Cornbelters leave here with a 10-run rule victory. Brady Shaw comes set, the 1-1 pitch. Misses inside. Tyler Thompson steps out of the box. Now digs back in. A yellow barrel. Wags it around, now brings it to rest on his shoulder. Shaw comes set. Kicks and deals. Fouled away. Count goes even to 2-2. Tyler Thompson yet to record a hit tonight. Looking for a hit here to extend his 7-game hit streak. It would draw him even in second place with Nick Bonkowski of the O'Fallon Hoots for the second most hits in the Prospect League. 2-2 the count. Shaw high leg kick to the plate. Misses away with the fastball. Count goes full. Thompson has already walked twice tonight. Full count, bases loaded, 1 away. The payoff pitch. Misses downstairs. Tyler Thompson's 3rd walk of the night. And the Belters inch even closer to leaving here a little bit early.
Now just fly ball to it. You got Ben Fogley at the plate. He'd love to end it right here.
Shortstop digs in to the left-hand box. Winning run stands 90 feet away. Belters lead 13-4 over the Rex. Shaw's first pitch to Vogley. Fans on a ball below the zone.
After a walk, it's not a very good swing for the first pitch. And outside, I think it might have been like a slider. Vogley offered at it. Had to separate his hands and had to almost swing that bat with one hand. So let's see if he can settle back in.
Bases loaded, 1 away. Shaw, the 0-1 pitch. Vogley sends a fly ball into deep left field. Millington going back on it. He falls over. It'll get down. Dylan Cody will walk home. Belters win. Normal takes this one 14-4. A 10-run rule victory in the 8th inning. Revenge for last year's Central Division Championship. Cornbelters take this one over Terre Haute.
That's a fitting end to this one. Fly ball from Vogley to left, and the left fielder out there, Millington, had a bad read on it and had to kind of either slipped or half dove and totally missed it. And that's how this one ends, 14-4. Not a whole lot you can say about this game, Alex. I would say the score looked a little bit better if those little mistakes, those mistakes that don't show up on the scoreboard, if the Rex did that. And I'm curious to think maybe those same mistakes are what powered their loss this previous game where they gave up 20 runs. So 2 really bad losses for the Rex, and that's going to be tough to come back out of. It's a type of loss that you have to kind of come together as they're going to do out there in left field and say, hey, we just got to flush those, right? Because those are brutal losses. You had a good chance to make it a game, but with all those picked off players and the mishaps and the errors, it's just not going to do it.
The Rex can rebound tomorrow night in O'Fallon. That one will be a 6:35 first pitch. And the Belters win game 1 of a 4-game Billy Du Bois suspension. They'll be back right here at the Corn Crib, a 6:30 first pitch at home against the Lafayette Aviators. A game that had errors, pickoffs, balks, appeal plays, home runs, and anything else you can think of ends in a Cornbelters 10-run rule victory over the Terre Haute Rex, 14-4. I'm Alex Farron for Braden Hartman. Have a good night, Normal. See you tomorrow.